thought you said on the right. Oh, it's there. Yeah. I honestly don't know. I've never done this badminton training in this Corona thing. Okay, how you been though? Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm gonna go behind. So I've recently came back to doing my badminton training session, and I've realized some things that I needed to work on. So for example, right now I'm doing the clear shot, and I've realized that you should really just save like your energy like for smashes. Like you don't need to exert too much energy to do a clear shot, which has always been my issue. Like sometimes I even like lose balance, which is kind of also really bad, as you don't ever want to lose balance when you're doing footwork. So I've realized some of the ways to combat losing balance will be always make sure once you cross your legs, you want to make sure it's in front of you and on the left side. So you don't want to make it so it's on the middle or like make your center of gravity more towards the right. You want to make it always centered, right? And I've realized that I should always use more hips when I, create my kinetic energy, because it's kind of like the whip, and then after that you like follow through and hit, kind of like that. So, and some of the ways to do that is to be more relaxed on the arm too. Like you don't want to be tight, and you don't want to just like grab the rack and just hit it. You want to like be loose and then like kind of like have like that whipping motion. So then like you could create that kinetic energy. And also I've also worked on my net shots mainly too, which honestly my net shots are really bad, but some of the advice that they give is to try to hit towards always the sides to make your opponent run more, and also use like as much backhand for the net, as backhand it's a lot easier to like just like hit it. Even when it's like close to your body, at least it's easier to hit it like when you're cramped instead of using your forehand. Because when you're using your forehand, as you know, if you're very close to the body, there's like this very like limited range of motion that you could like hit it with, and you would rather use your backhand for it. So yeah, and I'll recommend raising my non-dominant hand more and reach for the ball instead of just like taking a bunch of steps, because especially when you're doing a net shot, you would have to be like shuffle, like just reach in and like do like a single lunge instead of like 2-3 lunges to get for the ball. Because in a net shot, right, things can like the amount of time the birdie comes to the badminton court is really quick, and you would need to like come to the center very quick, just in case if they do like a cross shot. And you especially don't want to be controlled by like the player. You want to more like have all the control by yourself, if that makes any sense. Also, one thing I've realized is that when you're hitting a clear, right, or when you're hitting like a smash, you don't always need to cross your legs, so to speak. And instead you can just use your arm to hit it, as obviously that's the fastest way to hit, right? So like especially if you're under pressure, and sometimes you may not have the time to always like cross over, or maybe, right, you'll have to maybe like just hit the ball and then run straight to the center, which I feel like it's probably like the best solution.